Monday. My name is Kenny Afolabi. Today we have the Punch newspaper and I have the Guardian newspaper for today. Firstly, we are going to feature into the Punch newspaper for today. State rush to deploy forest guide as insecurity deepens. The deployment of forest guide has gathered momentum with Kebbi, Gobi, Kwara held in captive across the country. In Kebbi State, 819 newly granted national forest guides have been deployed following a net intensive training program held in Cargo local government area. States rush to deploy forest guides as insecurity deepens. The full details of these stories inside the Punch for today. Another story here with me in the Punch newspaper for today. Court vote 100 billion naira National Assembly vehicles allowance votes. The Federal High Court in Lagos has declared unlawful the National Assembly controversial 110 billion naira expenditure on vehicles and allowance for lawmakers, holding that the spending violated procurement laws and constitutional obligation and the solid trust. In a judgment delivered on Monday 6, 2026, Justice Valem Bagoro noted that the planned expenditure of 40 billion naira for the procurement of 165 vehicles for members of the National Assembly and 70 billion naira in support allowance for newly elected lawmakers breached the provisions of the Public Procurement Act, the Code of Conduct for Public Officers, and the oath of office prescribed by the Constitution. Court vowed 110 billion naira National Assembly vehicles allowance votes. The full details of these stories inside the Punch for today. Another story here with me in the Punch for today. Can seek security emergency as federal government vow suffer actions against tourists. The Southwest chapter of the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, has called on the federal government to declare a state of emergency on security as President Bola Tinubu assured Nigeria that its administrations will intensify the federal government's determination to defeat terrorists and bandits, declaring that Nigeria will never suffer to criminal intimidation. Can seek security emergency as federal government vowed suffer actions against tourists. The full details of these stories inside the Punch for today. And before we go to the second edition of this program, which is the Guardian newspaper, we would like to listen to what we have for in our studio. We'll be right back for the second edition of this program.
Discover the uniqueness in the entertainment industry. African Broadcasting Network (ABN) is now the pace setter in the industry. Do you want to advertise your product and services? Count on us. We will do it much more than your expectations. African Broadcasting Network (ABN) will deliver quick and prompt services. Our quality and clarity stands us out when it comes to delivering quality broadcasting. Our staffs are hardworking and versatile in the specific field of office. Our environment is so conducive and we are open to all. We also give advice on how to run your business profitably. African Broadcasting Network is situated at
9894 OSUN Street, Suite 875, Houston, Texas 77036.
Contact phone 281-652-8396 and
832-490-8203.
Website www.abntvnetwork.com. ABN, celebrating Africans' rich cultural heritage.
Welcome back, and I hope you listen to what we have for in our studio. Now to the second edition of this program, the Guardian newspaper. And before we go to the second edition of this program, if you'd like to watch it live and direct on our social media page, on our Facebook, and like, share, comment, and click on ABNTV Houston. Likewise, on our YouTube, you can click on ABNTV Nigeria as well. And on our Twitter, you can also follow us, like, share, and click on ABNTV Houston. And lastly, on our Instagram, like, share, comment, and subscribe on ABNTV Nigeria as well. And now to the second edition of this program, the Guardian newspaper. Religion leaders tax government on insecurity and cost of living. President of Christ Apostolic Church Nigeria and overseas, Pastor Samuel Oladele, has called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to declare a state of emergency on insecurity and the rising cost of living, saying that Nigeria is grappling into worsening economic hardship and escalating security challenges. Oladele, however, said that many of the promises made by the political leaders during the election, and including improved security and stable electricity supply, affordable healthcare, and better living conditions, had yet to translate into tangible benefits for citizens. The cleric who spoke through the Secretary General of the Church, Pastor Emmanuel Mopo, during the send-forth ceremony of the immediate past financial director of the church, Pastor Johnson Omiside, in Ibadan at the weekend, said the current realities facing Nigeria demand urgent intervention by the federal government. Religion leaders task governments on insecurity and cost of living. The full details of these stories inside the Guardian newspaper for today. Another story here with me in the Guardian newspaper for today, which is the last story here with me. Circle insecurity, infrastructure gaps, and sustained investment express tell federal governments. As Nigeria attracts 10.37 billion naira in roads. He added that successfully addressing these challenges will be critical to transforming short-term capital inflows into long-term productive investments capable of driving industrialization, job creation, and sustainable economic development. Tackle insecurity, infrastructural gap, and sustained investment, experts tell federal governments. The full details of these stories inside the Guardian newspaper for today. And that's what we have for the newspaper review. If you'd like to watch your live and direct social media page, you can like, share, comment, and subscribe. On our Facebook, you can like and click on ABNTV OSUN. Likewise, on our YouTube, you can like and click on ABNTV Nigeria as well. On our Instagram, you can also like and click on ABNTV Nigeria as well. And on our TikTok, you can also follow us on ABNTV Nigeria as well. Thanks for listening and thanks for watching. My name is Kenny Afolabi, and I wish you a prosperous and wonderful day ahead. Bye for now.
African Broadcasting Network. African Broadcasting Network. It's all about Africa. It's all about motherland. Celebrating rich cultural heritage. ABN, we bring the best. Broadcasting Network. African Broadcasting Network. Oh, entertainment, education. African Broadcasting Network. Oh yeah. Oh, information, cultural value. African Broadcasting Network. ABN, celebrating Africa's rich cultural heritage.